Hey, what's going on? It's your boy KQKC throwing down another video for you. This time, I'm sorry to say, I have to mention Eddie Hearn again this day. Now, we all know Dazn is getting off to a very bad start. We all know Dazn is kind of upset with Mr. Super Promoter from the UK, as they say he is. Well, he had a fight Saturday night that did not do good. Some of the fighters, I'm not going to say most, some of the fighters had a negative feedback. Facts are facts. Shout out to ILTV, who caught one or two of those interviews. I mean, if he's such a super promoter, you have to do some marketing research. Now, I did make a video about this, about 10 videos ago. And I said, why didn't he send someone over, if you all remember, I quote, and I unmotherfucking quote, why didn't he send someone to research the United States boxing market? Why didn't he call Al Heyman on a friendly basis, not a cocky basis? Because we all know he came and approached the boxing in the U.S. very, very wrong. He thought money was going to talk and the bullshit was going to walk. Well, it didn't happen. And I'm sorry it didn't happen. I never want to see no one do bad in boxing. Especially in boxing. But sometimes when you come incorrect, then you sometimes reap what you sow. We all remember how I feel about karma. Karma is a bitch. And then you die. Well, the fight in Kansas over the weekend, it was dead. I'm sorry. A lot of channels, as KQKC boxing channel, are really disappointed in Dazn. Sure, we say this, we say that, but in reality, we love boxing, and we do want boxing to do good here. But you cannot put on a show with, I'm sorry, but I told you I had to speak the truth. You can't put on a boxing card. Let me speak correctly here. You cannot put on a card and most fighters have L's on their record. Most fighters are has-beens or remind you of Love and Hip Hop. You know that show that comes on VH1 where they used to be rappers but they trying to get back to being rappers. Well, it's something similar to this. They boxers, yes. And once upon a time, they probably was great boxers. But now, they are what you call has-beens. Except for a couple like Carissa Shields, 2-time gold medalist. Of course, we know she won, but she only have a one-fight deal. Anthony Joshua is only there because Eddie Hearn is his original promoter. Now, the other fighters, I'm sorry to say, but they look stupid. Yes, they do. And I know they are embarrassed. Sure, big fat baby Miller won. But what does it mean? He didn't win a belt. It wasn't a title fight. So tell me, what did it really mean? Nothing? Paycheck? A small one at that? Then you turn around and say that Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, if he gets knocked out, it would be a bad fight? No. I did a video earlier that said that I can understand the first round, if Deontay Wilder knocked him out, it would be a bad fight. But round 5 or 6, I can understand that would be a great fight, especially for Deontay Wilder. But compared to Dazn this weekend, round 1, the first minute, that would beat the Dazn hands down. It is what it is, people. I'm sorry, UK. I'm sorry that you have a promoter like Eddie Hearn that's embarrassing your country. I'm sorry that you all don't see the light. I'm sorry that you all don't get it. I'm sorry that you just don't understand who this man is. We here in America know who he is. And that's a shame. He's not American, he's British. He's keeping Anthony Joshua away from the U.S. market for a reason. I know it, and you know it. It's a shame that the people that did show up paid their money. And what they get? Crap. Gabriel Rosado, with the most losses on the card, I think, came out to a draw with another has-been, or another 2, 3, 4, 5 losses. No, it's no upper echelon fighters on Dazn. Not at this time. I don't count Anthony Joshua because that's pretty much Eddie Hearn's personal fighter, put it that way. His personal cash cow. Canelo is Oscar De La Hoya personal cash cow. So he doesn't count either. That's only 2 people. What about the rest? What are they going to do? Brandon Rios, he's punch drunk. And he win a fight? It was a shame. There was no great boxing. There were no skill sets. There wasn't no great fundamentals. It was a bad night for Dazn. And you see, I'm not happy about it. This is a sport I love. This is a sport that I cherish. This is a sport that I report. This is a sport that I report to my subscribers. It wouldn't hurt to do business with other promoters or get ideas or ask for help. I'm a new channel. I haven't been doing this very long. I mean, I know my boxing. I'm not new to boxing now. I'm just new to having a channel. I wasn't too prideful to ask for help, to ask questions, to be curious, to help me to help grow my channel. What's wrong with asking for help? I know what's wrong. I didn't come game busting in and say, hey, I know I'm finna take over the boxing channels on YouTube. No, I didn't do that. Eddie Hearn did. Oh yes, I'm finna take over boxing in the US. When you say things like that, of course you're gonna get banned out of boxing markets. Out of the US, Barclays Center. Out of the US, Las Vegas, MGM Grand, Caesar Palace, all of them. Our StubHub that's located in California outside. Not the StubHub that you had selling tickets for you. Don't have proof, but they'll get it sooner or later that they went over the market value. I know that's old news, but I don't know. Maybe it's not a time frame on that. Maybe the statute of limitations haven't ran out on that yet. So, you don't come to someone else's country and say what you're going to do without doing your research. Whoever you hired to be your PR/market researcher, you should be kicking them straight in the ass right now. And Dazn should be kicking you in your ass right now. And sending you back over to the UK with a pipe stuck in your ass, as I said once before. Karma's a bitch, Mr. Hearn. And you just starting to feel the wrath of it. You better play ball, or you're going to find yourself locked out of more and more and more fights. See, I'm not going to say losers go to Dazn. I'm not going to say people that hiding out that don't want to fight real fighters go to Dazn. I'm not going to say fighters that dodging their mandatories and dodging the real middleweights that would give them real trouble. I'm not going to say that. Why? Because it speaks for itself. That's why. It spoke for itself already 3 times. And it's a shame. Think about if a football team went 0-3. We'll say, wow, they're getting off to a bad start. Well, same way with boxing. You're getting off to a bad start. Dazn is embarrassed. They're embarrassed of what they have invested in. They're embarrassed who they put their trust in. And they're embarrassed of the fighters that they got. Now, I'm quite sure it's not $1 billion. I don't know who put out that lie, but I can take a guess. But it is $1 million some dollars. It's still enough money where a person can get pissed off and lose. Oh, it might be tax deductible. It might be a write-off. But you don't get into something you don't know nothing about. Boxers don't go to Wall Street. Wall Street shouldn't go to boxing when they don't know shit about boxing. So, supposedly, they supposed to handpick the best promoter around to come over here and start up Dazn. As I pointed out from day one, your release party or your opening party was held in a warehouse. Unprofessional. Your fighters was dressed in jeans with their legs across the chair, with their legs wide open, don't give a shit. One was calling another pussy while the other was doing karate kicks. Unprofessional. Then you look on TV and you see how professionalism is handled. PBC took part in a studio. Every fighter had a seat. Every fighter was well dressed, spit shined, and gelled down in their hair. That's professionalism. That's coordination. That's having it all together. That's having your shit together. Now, Chris Eubanks and DeGale is British, and their second fight will be promoted and put on by PBC. While you playing offense, Mr. Hearn, you got one of the smartest promoters, not because he went to Harvard, not because he's the maker of Floyd Mayweather, and he have all the great fighters of our time, or this time, because he's smart. See, the best way to defend offense is your defense. And you try to play Deontay Wilder, you just got played also. So, if I was you, I would take a good look in the mirror, and I will humble myself. You need to stop the lies, Mr. Hearn. You need to stop and thinking about your pockets. You need to stop thinking about stealing other fighters. You need to stop thinking devious thoughts. You need to stop the hoodwink, the bamboozle, and leading everybody astray. You need to start thinking correctly. So, I'm not proud that Dazn failed again. It's a disappointment, not only in boxing, but it's an embarrassment to the UK. So, I'm not mad at the UK. I'm not disappointed in the UK. I'm disappointed that the UK is not speaking up. So, sorry, all boxing fans. Sorry, subscribers. Why would someone want to pay to see what was displayed this weekend when you can have free fights with great fights? I'm KQ, KC Boxing Channel. If you like the content of this video, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And once you hit the subscribe button to me, hit the icon bell. You will get notified each and every time I do a video or a live stream. And also, if you look in the description box, you will see my email, my Gmail, and also my Twitter account page. And also, I will have my PayPal account there in case you would like to donate to keep this channel going. And if you'd like to donate to a worthy cause that's killing our youth and our adults. Keep in mind, I'm not new to this boxing shit. I'm true to this boxing shit. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace out.